Salutations there, dear viewer. You find yourself watching a little Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with your pal Minsk here. Huzzah! Here we are in this spooky cavern of trials, where Nanaki is being put to the test, I guess. Last time, our heroes sticked around a little bit more in Cosmo Canyon. We got a lesson in planetology for Grandpa Bugenhagen here, which was an interesting little planetarium show, certainly. I was delighted to see it because it's an iconic like animation in the OG game. Getting to see it like rendered with this fancy modern tech, was nice. After that, we had a heartfelt kind of ceremony down at the bonfire, sort of like, how would you put it? It was like a kind of remembrance festival for the departed, and like everybody got very kind of pensive and introspective, and Aerith had a big talk where she publicly came out as the last Cetra, which I only now realize not only like, that's a little crazy to admit that to everybody, but that's also kind of giving away her position to Shinra. Like, we're all supposed to be staying a little quiet. Like, we found out about the, like, doctored wanted posters that don't look anything like us, but still, like, revealing that publicly like that is kind of a problem. I just now realized, but whatever. I guess Aerith needed it, and we're about to be out of town. Except, Bugenhagen decided to put this one trial forth for Nanaki here. It's got something to do with his family. We found out that Nanaki reveres his mother, who was a great warrior when the Cosmo Canyon was attacked by a force we haven't learned a lot about yet, but presumably we'll find out in these caves. While his father was a big old scaredy cat and apparently did not participate, and Nanaki is not happy about that. So this cave is apparently some kind of like ritual for Nanaki to like, whoa, those guys respawned? Whoa. For Nanaki to kind of, encounter his past and face his duties to become a Watcher of the Veil or something. And we've got a fun little wall climbing mechanic here. You can enjoy digging around here. Now, only Nanaki is allowed to do this with one observer. Actually, two observers, since Bugenhagen is there, but only one observer is around, who is, wow, Barrett. I was actually wondering now, how are these guys going to get across? I was wondering that already last time. And Bugenhagen, of course, can fly on his fancy marble, but Barrett apparently just got a, like, superhero leap.
A fierce battle was waged here.
Oh.
And even after 45 years, scars remain fresh.
What? You're saying the Gi managed to make it all the way up here?
The Gi.
Okay, somebody fill me in. Who are the Gi?
The tribe known to very few people outside of the village. The rest you will learn in due time. Of that you can be certain. For now, let us proceed.
Alright, yeah, sorry, I was still, like, marking out about Barrett doing that ridiculous, like, superhero jump over the thing. Why not? We've seen that other heroes are basically, like, superheroes at times. Although, really, I feel like that's only been the, like, soldier-enhanced characters, Like, Cloud or that mysterious Zack guy, so... But, like, sure, why not Barrett as well? He's cool enough, yeah. Oh, Lord, this is an enemy that shows up in the original Cavern of the Gi. It's actually kind of a mini-boss in itself, so I'm actually a little freaked out that there's just two of them hanging out over here. Before we go there, you can see all these calcified arrows all over the place. That's ominous for sure. I like that there's some of these that you can climb on that don't seem to serve a purpose. Just kind of, you can climb on them and dick around, like that one wall over there. I'm coming back down, Barrett. Oh, okay, you can actually, I think you can avoid this encounter entirely by climbing the wall, but I guess we'll give these spiders a go. Yeah, there are some spider webs.
Y'all done did it now.
in the original game, which are set encounters. Like, you walk through the spider webs, and these things appear as a... Okay, there we go. You go in against them as like a mandatory fight. They're, you know, like mini bosses, like I mentioned, so they're kind of tough, but... Oop. Oh, that was sick, that combat roll from Barrett. Here, though, they're not very tough. In fact, they're so easy that I completely forgot to assess them. Here's hoping some more of them show up later in the caverns. Oops. Oh, well. Oh, interesting. Wait. Oh, the path... Does the path continue that way instead of up here? Hold on now. Let's have a look here.
Hey, where'd you run off to?
Just having a quick look-see up here, don't mind me. Ah. Revival earrings, huh? Really quickly, what do those do? Ooh, we've got all these fun items here, including this safety bit is really strong. Oh yeah, we also got the Marlboro Orb. We might consider that at one point, but I'll leave it there for now. Riot Vest. Revival Earrings. Grants auto life at the start of battle, breaks upon use. That's why I haven't bothered to use them. If they were like single use per battle, I would then see the value in them, but breaks after use is no bueno for me. I'm not playing with that. Okay, so you could have avoided the spiders climbing this way. Alrighty, cool. Cool. Let's just go this way to hook up with the others so they're not left behind. Oh, there you are. Okay. So the Gi have technically already been mentioned once in this game, very briefly. The one outfit that was available for Chocobos was like a Gi outfit. Like, I'm pretty sure they name-dropped the Gi, and I was like, ugh, ooh, because I knew what that referred to, and I didn't want to, get into it at the time. It was a little bit of a spoiler for this place we are exploring now, you know? Although, it's one of those things that's fine, because it's like, if you're playing for the first time, the context of Gi means nothing to you. So it's like, I'm not like, that's a bad idea to reveal that early, you know? Okay, more spiders, a lot more spiders. Apologies for any arachnophobes watching. But now we can get the scan on them done. Lots of places to climb here, too. Ooh, there's a treasure chest up there, I think. We'll get that. Let's deal with these spiders. This time I will do the SS so I don't screw this one up. Quadrupedal arthropods that scurry around caves. They stabilize themselves by plunging their hind legs into the ground, allowing them to unleash devastating attacks. Elemental weakness is all you want to do. It's fire and lightning. Very good. Damn, even in combat, the new and improved red voice. So strange. Man, I got properly comboed by those guys there just now. That was not great. I gotta love that fastball special that those two are doing now, though. Hey! Perfect block. Alright. Got him pressure, yay. Ooh, got him juggled as well. Oh my god, this Nanaki is so funny now. I can't get over it. Oops. Alright, sure. I guess I'll also throw a cure. Why not? Yeah, what should we explore in this cave out of all this stuff? So while we're doing this exploring, I kind of felt like this cave might be a good time to do some voice actor shoutouts. I'll try to fit these in our playthrough here, while I'm wandering around, so I don't get stuck just yammering, standing in place and yammering. I'll do my best, guys. I thought I could do a little bit of voice actor trivia for a couple of the, like, major but kind of single scene or, like, single story arc characters we've encountered since coming over here to the Western continent, right? So I got 5 names here to go through that I thought in the adventures we've been doing are appropriate. Now, I should immediately preface that I gotta admit that I'm not super familiar with these guys' roles, because a lot of these guys, they're very prolific, and I don't want to diminish their work, but they're not like the big-name main character voice actors, with, I'd say, the exception of one voice actor I'll bring up here, which I was like, oh, that's cool. But, like, all of these guys are very prolific, and I do feel like a lot of these guys probably do have roles I should be more aware of and more famous, because they do a lot of anime dubbing. This is the stock of voice actors they've pulled for these FF7 remake games are like a lot of like anime dub voice actors, and I'm not very well versed on that scene. Like, it's kind of passed me by from the folks of 20 years ago, you know? So what I'm saying is, I don't mean to knock on these voice actors when I'm like, I don't know, here's some of their voices. And if I forget to mention some of their, like, major roles, that's not a knock on them in any way. I'm simply probably just clueless. So my invitation to you, dear viewer, is if I call out a voice actor here that you feel is, like, an actually, like, you know, there's, like, a role I didn't bring up that you think is worth bringing up.
Follow my lead.
Oh yeah. Absolutely do let me know in the comments, you know. I'm happy to be educated on this matter. Oh, didn't get them staggered, not quite. So let's start with Dio, the proprietor of the Gold Saucer. I just realized now I could have done a couple characters from Costa del Sol, I think, but I forgot to look them up. So maybe in a future episode I'll bring them up. But yeah, what I got first is Dio, proprietor of the Gold Saucer. This guy is voiced by Ian James Corlett, who actually is an old-time voice actor. He's been a very long-time voice guy, so I should have known more of his works than I did. Most notably, what jumped into my eyes is that Mr. Corlett was, I think, the very first English voice of Goku. In the Ocean Group dub of Dragon Ball Z, he was the first guy to voice Goku. They went through a couple different voices, like, already in, like, the first season, but he was, like, the very first guy. I thought that was interesting, and, you know, like, that would have been the one I would have been watching back in the day as a little kid in the 90s, so I should be more aware of this, but I don't remember very many of the voices from there, except Scott McNeil as Piccolo, and what's-his-face Drummond as Vegeta. I really loved that version of Vegeta back in the day. But, you know. Anyway, yeah, so he was Goku. And nowadays you will find him in Marvel Rivals as Mr. Fantastic. Just something that peeked into my eyes, so very cool. Now, quick break here to see what this is. The door may open if you cut the rope. Oh, that's why there's all this climbing challenge here. I see. So we gotta figure out how to cut the rope. Okay. I thought it was just for ambience, all these climbing opportunities here, but nope. This is, looks like this is a job for some canine teeth. Some canine canines, if you will. Now, Barrett's rival slash childhood friend slash big, you know, rock on the heart, Dine. He's voiced by also prolific voice actor Dave Mitchell. The most notable thing about him is, I think, in my eyes, he has been the consistent voice of Knuckles the Echidna since 2019. He replaced Travis Willingham, who had been doing the role quite a bit before that. Of course, Idris Elba is in the movies, and I'm sure, like, I remember the Sonic Prime cartoon, they had, like, a different voice for a couple of the different Knuckles variants in that, but, you know, primary Knuckles voice is this guy, Dave Mitchell, so, you know, I can kind of hear the voice now that I'm listening back, thinking back to what Dine sounded like I can, oh yeah, that's kind of Knuckles-y. Now, Cisne in Gongaga. This was the voice actor, oh, wow, ooh, that was cool, roof walking, that was sick. this was the voice actor who I've actually went like, oh, okay, like a voice actor I know and I really like, is a really good voice actor. Kaylee Mills does Cisne, who's a very talented voice actor. Like, again, tons of roles, some really fun ones. She is in Sucker for Love. She's my favorite of the romanceable characters in Sucker for Love, the Hastur equivalent in that one. Very delightful. But, on this channel, apart from Cisne, we've heard her work in the River City Girls games as Misako. But she also, like, to really, I think, in my mind, really show off her range. The other big role I think of her as is the English dub of Love Live Nijigasaki, where she is once again one of my favorite characters. She appears as Kasumi, which is a very kind of like girly voice in that. So amazing range that she does like Kasumi, and then in oh god, that filled up, nice. In that doesn't heal red, it only heals allies, I guess, because red's health didn't go up. All right. Anyway, she does Kaylee Mills does Kasumi, but then in River City Girls, she's the tougher Misako rather than the slightly more girly Kyoko, And, Cisne does not come off as particularly girly, but, like, not particularly tough either. She just comes kind of like a little headstrong, determined character, Like, so, big props. I'm very, very, very happy with her work whenever she shows up in stuff. And this one, really, Cisne's role has now been elevated a little bit by knowing that was Ms. Mills showing up there. Now, Bugenhagen, we're getting to Cosmo Canyon here. Bugenhagen, I looked up already. This one was the most, like, I don't know. Even though, again, he had quite a few roles, but a guy called Frank Todaro. Todaro? I think it's Todaro. I did note that he has been a consistent voice for Starscream in a whole lot of different Transformers animations. I have to admit, to my embarrassment, I've completely lost track of Transformers cartoons over the last, let's say, 10 years. Like, Robots in Disguise, the one which had all the, like, animal-themed Decepticons in it, was, like, the last time I kind of paid attention. Maybe this is an indictment of the Transformers animations, because I feel like they really got splintered with, like, a whole bunch of, like, online-only, like, miniseries and other strange properties, so it was very easy to lose track of them, I feel like. But, yeah, I don't know. But, however, I think Starscream's a cool character, one of my fave Decepticons, so fun to hear that, fun to hear that Bugenhagen's voice also did that. That's kind of neat. I don't remember any other roles for him. And the other one I wanted to bring up, one more character for our little tour here, which, hey, look at me, I've gone very efficiently through them. The one other character is, by the way, the Time-Worn Talisman. I will check what that is real quick. Sid, that mysterious pilot. Well, he's not mysterious, but that, that pilot guy we've seen a couple times now, flying that tiny Bronco plane. Like, I know, people who haven't played these games before, what's the deal with him? He's just just an airplane pilot. I don't know, he might turn out to be a bigger thing in the game, who knows? He is voiced by J. Michael Tatum, who I should have also, known better, because, I've definitely seen his name come up. But, all I can say is, all the roles were, not the main characters, and, they're from series I'm not super into, so, he was somebody in Attack on Titan, he was somebody in, Floric. I don't even remember other examples. he had roles in properties, but I gotta admit, I'm not super familiar with his roles, sadly. The one I did okay, is he was the main character Kraft in Spice and Wolf, the English dub of that. So that's a fairly big feather in his cap. And in Dragon Ball Z Kai, bring this back to Dragon Ball, the reshoot of Dragon Ball Z, he is Zarbon. So that's kind of my point, though. Like, Zarbon's, that's the level of characters he is usually in series. Like, in my eyes, he's like the Zarbons of series. And again, I don't mean to shit on. That's a very important role to fill in as well, to have the kind of like side characters who only show up for a few episodes or who are kind of there in supporting roles. So, like, I don't want to diminish his roles, but sadly...
What the hell is that?
Oh gosh. I just kind of missed on his part.
It's huge.
Under normal circumstances, I would stress that you mustn't judge a book by its cover.
So that's just a statue of a
The Gi, however,
right?
they're as fearsome as their appearance implies.
This weird faceless ghost
These are the things that kill
revenant thing.
Nanaki, this shall be your first trial.
Oh shoot, okay.
To explore this place. Understand the nature of its history.
Okay, will do.
Whoa. Controller went wild on that spell? Alright, press and hold L2 near an object to grab it with your mouth, and then release the input to drop it. Initiating combat will also cause you to automatically drop a held item. Grab the Gi artifacts scattered around the cavern and ask Bugenhagen to inspect them. Alright, we'll get on that. The Gi have a sick design in the original game, and they kept it pretty much pound for pound here, so I'm pretty happy with that. Like, this, like, rotten zombie-ish shape, but then, like, no face underneath that cowl. So spooky. So it is just a statue, right? Like, that's because, like, for a second I was like, this sure is a big area that could function really well as a big old arena. I'm glad that's not the case, eh?
Memories of war. The hour of our awakening draws nigh.
That's a concerning thing to hear. Alright, what do you think about this?
If it isn't a Gi arrow, its point is coated with a poison that rapidly circulates through the body, slowing the wounded until they are completely turned to stone.
My goodness. Well, I mean, there is a petrify status effect in this game, so yeah, I guess that can happen. That's why I was kind of looking at all those arrows around this place, which looked all calcified. I think that's great for the theme of it being a petrifying arrow, Also, these statues, boys, sure look like interesting fellas. This is not a creature from the OG game, not that I remember anyways, so this one's like, eh. I mean, this looks like the Smelter Demon from Dark Souls 2, is honestly the first thing that came to my mind, which is kind of a Gi-looking monster, I guess. Could be like guy from the Gi tribe, I suppose. Now this is Doohickey? Oh good, you can climb on the wall while carrying an item. Very good. Yeah, of course, because Nanaki doesn't use his jaws while traipsing up there.
That is not the relic we seek.
Oh.
This is... I'm not sure, but I'm pleased to see that you're enjoying yourself.
A piece of baobab wood. Okay. I thought that was just a club or something. Okay. Well, I guess Nanaki couldn't help himself. He had to go and play fetch, I guess. Alright, there's probably something exciting up there, but we'll check here first. A materia? Really? Or is it just a Super Ball?
Why, Nanaki, that there is a Gi Super Ball. They love to entertain themselves by bouncing them off walls. Quaint if they weren't so damn murderous with their poison arrows when they weren't Super Bowling.
Most would call that materia, but it is far more than a magic stone. It is a crystallized collection of the planet's memories and knowledge.
Alright. Wow! 3 rank healing materia, not bad. Oh! Oh, there's more stuff here. There's plenty more stuff here. Oh, man. Here, speaking of a dog fetching stuff. I found a bone!
That is not the relic we seek.
I figured it's a bone.
That is but a mere bone.
Oops, you're right. What a bonehead move from me. Ah. Alright, for some episode in the future, I will look up who Johnny's voice actor was. We'll see. Maybe I'll wait until we get a couple more characters that I can maybe, like, call out then, but I'll file that under I really should have looked up who Johnny's voice was, so, you know. I don't even know what I just picked up. That lump on the ground?
Oh, sorry. I haven't slept well of late.
Focus, Grandpa. Crimsonite crystal. Okay, we just picked up a random crystal off the ground. Okay. Alright, so the relic is almost certainly up here, right? This elaborate spot. It is, glow stick? I think it's a statue. Yeah, I think it's some kind of like little statuette. A mysteriously glowy one.
A remnant of our struggles, of our desires.
Okay. Well, here I come with the remnant. Oh, okay.
Get rid of that thing.
Got an actual animation for this bit. Wow. Lancer, what an intro they gave for this guy. My heavens. The like little camera pull up there. Also, did you see Bugenhagen just like nope, 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 nope? Oh, like he wasn't even like a nope, nope, nope. He was just like like this guy. He was setting this fight up with us, wasn't he? That sneaky old man. Man, this guy is blocking shots good. Spirits of the Gi that perished during the invasion of Cosmo Canyon now curse to haunt its caverns. They were sealed underground lest they unleash their deep-seated hatred upon innocents. Exploiting their elemental weakness with magic attacks or hitting them with healing spells will pressure them. Maybe a little bit of disappointing that the game actually gives you this hint, but, you know, I guess that's the point of doing the SS, I guess, so, yeah. They're undead, and undead monsters, as per video game rules, take damage from healing, so that's a little trick to deal with them. They spin their spears to deflect all ranged physical attacks. Hitting them with strong close-range physical attacks while they are doing this will pressure them. They will not remain dead so long as a Gi sorcerer is present. That's a really good piece of advice. Okay. Right now, just try to deal with the one guy. It's already a problem. Animus? Alright. Seems to be a boost too. Alright. Oh, man. I think I managed to block that. I'm not sure. Also, we just resisted some effect. I think this guy might have petrification effects on account of... Oh, it's, you know... Booyah! I didn't love that. Since they're known for their petrification abilities.
Was a fallen key.
Thankfully, we have that item equipped that stops it.
Enmity manifests as such. They who wander in search of retribution.
That's kind of pathetic.
Damn.
Not be so quick to denigrate your enemies, nor make light of their plight. Consider this statue. It has been placed in this chamber for a reason. Handle it with the utmost care.
I will.
To us, the remnants of our past.
Okay, you needy ghost. I'm kind of with Nanaki a little bit. Like, hatred and enmity and, you know, such, such grim tidings, you know, not great. Shouldn't these guys be moving along in the live stream by now? But let's see if there's something explaining their burning hatred. I will spoil right now that in the original game there really isn't anything. They just are evil ghosts. Evil ghosts with a chip on their shoulder.
Gotcha. Sorry, coming at ya.
I still can't get over those peppy red voices, or peppy Nanaki, I suppose. This really is who he really is.
With me and this, and that's how it's done.
Clean fight. All right. Right. Hold on. Let's just quickly explore over here, and I will go get the statue. I won't forget it. It's even marked on the map. It's that important, I guess.